Hey, hey.
Hi, friends. I am in here one too many times.
Hola.
How you doing?
I'm
Hi.
good.
All right, let me remove this. And oh, I'm coming up on my compute, my what you call it. I just had to join from my laptop because it was taking too long on my desktop. Um, okay. Yeah, it took me a minute to get it. Sorry, everybody. My computer just, which I don't, it didn't restart. It just was acting real crazy. So I had to restart because I couldn't open Zoom. So,
I just didn't know. I was in, but then when you said that, sometimes because it said you had joined, so I
yeah.
didn't want to be sitting there and it took you in another
Yeah, because
direction.
it started to join and then I couldn't figure it out. So, anyways, but now I think I'm in here. This second me, it should be my desktop trying to log in, but it just now on my desktop, it just says connecting and it's just spinning. So that's why I dropped to my laptop. But anyways, hi everyone. How's it going?
Golden evening, everybody.
Golden evening. All right. So let's get right down to business. Um, how's everybody doing? Don't every that means good, bad, indifferent. Everywhere I got a thumbs up. All right. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go around the room and I want you all to tell me what is not wrong. What's not wrong today? What's not wrong this week? Whichever one you want to share. Unmute yourself. If you can come on camera, come on camera. Um, so that we can connect and communicate. Oh, here I am.
I've been getting organized. I've been cleaning up. I'm proud of myself. My desktop is clean. Like my computers will move so slow and it will literally frustrate me.
Recording.
So I'm proud of myself. I'm still working on a desktop, but the desktop is beautiful. I'm proud. Like this is maybe like 4 years in the
Yay!
making now.
That's awesome. That is a huge win. That is definitely not wrong. I'm excited about that for you. Yes, that's a big deal. Let's see. All right, cool. Nicole went first. She jumped on out there. Keisha celebrating you. All right. Um, claim hosts. All right, who's next? What's not wrong?
What's not wrong?
What's not wrong?
Oh boy, what's not wrong? I can't really answer that. No, there's nothing wrong. There's what's not going. I guess you say there's nothing wrong.
Well,
There's nothing not wrong.
wait, that means everything's wrong.
No, I mean I'm feeling this feels like a Friday.
Yeah.
I've been home way too many days with these children.
Oh,
Somebody
good.
needs to come take them.
Yeah.
But all in all, what's not wrong about it is that we are getting some time together. So I'm getting to, yeah. there's nothing wrong with spending time with my kids. So
Okay. So what's
that's
not
not wrong.
wrong is you having all this beautiful family time to
If
spend with your
that's what
kids.
you want to put that word to it, yeah.
That's not wrong. I'm sure there's a
Yeah.
lot of other stuff that's not wrong, right?
Yeah. No, but I mean, as far as this, it's just like being home and in that element. It's,
Yeah.
yeah, it takes some, it's adjusting, but it's fun all the same.
Mhm. Yeah.
Yeah.
I get it. It's so interesting. It's like going on vacation. It's like you need days or even like a full week to just adjust to the new, right? When your kids are off, it's the same. It's
Yeah.
like no matter whatever the transition in life is, it's like I need time to just, and it's like by the time it's like they're ready to go to school, school's like in 3 days, and you're like, we finally got a rhythm. We finally found games we
No,
love. They finally stopped getting on my nerves. We like each
no.
other. And then they go back to school.
But I was like, I complained about some of the camp counselors. Now I feel like I need to buy them some bottles of wine. Like, I miss you.
Yeah, I know what that's like. Ugh. And I'm starting all over again with grandkids. So today was a doozy. 'Cause this little boy's getting more and more active. And I'm like, I don't know how much longer I can manage this. Trying to work and all day and be Nana all day and an active Nana that likes to dance and sing and play games and play cars all day. I'm like, and then when he goes to sleep, I should be sleeping. Instead, I'm trying to get work done. And I'm like,
Hmm.
not working. He takes a morning nap and an afternoon nap, and neither one, and I never take a nap. But
Yeah.
then, yeah, I still have to work for 5, 6 hours after he leaves because I didn't get as much work done while he was here. Or I sent random stuff. Like, you know what I mean? Like I'm typing emails that like it's Gracie's Corner. Like, anyways, I
Keisha,
get it.
Keisha should know about that. She was trying to get a baby to go to sleep yesterday. Her baby was like, no, no.
Yeah, it's a thing. This motherhood thing.
Mhm.
I get it. And then I still have all the grown kids who just won't leave. They just won't leave, Keisha. They won't leave. All right. So Keisha, what's not wrong? Hey, April. Glad
Hello.
you're still waiting, right?
I asked, I'm waiting for AAA. I
Okay.
was able to drive to a safer location with the police being behind me, slowing traffic down.
Oh, perfect. Awesome. That's great. Okay, good. Thanks for sharing that, letting us know. So we're just going around. If you can jump in, you don't have to. I just wanted you on. I was like, if you're on the side of the road, it's better you be on than not on. Until you get help. We're just going around telling everyone what's not wrong. Which is an exercise in itself. Keisha, what's not wrong?
What's not wrong is that people have been receptive to the video and they're doing it. So I'm excited about that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Can we just clap for the fact that she recorded the video and was like, this is it, right? And she asked for feedback. We gave her feedback, and then I was like, take it or leave it, or you can just hit send. So sometimes, so the next video, the feedback is absolutely critical and important. So she can that's why it's like so great that y'all come through in the mastermind capacity. But at the same time, sometimes you just got to hit send. You know what I mean? Do it scared. Do it for the one. So that's awesome. So what's the feedback been like?
I gave people the option to do a funny video or, sentimental, either way. But I just wanted them to, take part in it. I reached out to Zion's football coaches and had to, tell them. I sent it to his supervisor. So we'll see. But people like my aunt, of course, she's like, I think I messed up. And I'm like, okay, just don't worry about it. Just but she's 61, 62.
Yeah, the technology for some people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
So with
I get
me,
it.
I'm some people.
Well, listen, I get it. Sometimes, and then like that's why I was like, we don't need to use no app or no extra whatever, because that's
Yeah.
gonna add an extra barrier. That's
Well, I
gonna
ended up doing it through Hallmark and I messed up the first time and paid for it. But when I look, I emailed them and everything, and then it said do it for free or something like that. So I said, never mind, I figured a workaround. So I just signed up again for free and used the free trial. So I didn't have to pay again.
Okay.
So but the video was just kind of like a greeting, so that,
Okay.
you know, people that never officially met me.
Oh, okay. Got it.
Yeah, so it wasn't anything professional. It was just, you know, going to people. But it
Well,
was
it's so
cool. So I
professional.
appreciate the feedback, but I didn't want to overthink it because I would still be here looking at the phone trying to figure it out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we all understand that, right, Nicole? She like, yep, yep. I
And
get it.
I know she has the, you know, the lapel, the mic from a long time ago. I'm sure she has it somewhere, but I didn't want to go through all of that.
That's fine. Sometimes, I mean, done is better than perfect, you know, and I think a lot of times because we're so critical on ourselves, critical with ourselves and hard on ourselves, we tend to think that it's everything we do is worse than what it actually is. You know what I mean? And it's like, even if it's the worst that we can do, it's still 150 million times better than the person that did nothing.
That's true. That's true.
So yeah,
I'm
always.
scared because Sharika and April are coming to my show this year. So
Yeah.
yes, I'm excited, but I'm scared because I'm like, oh my Lord.
If anything, it should bring you comfort, right? Because having mastermind sisters in the room, having friends in the room means you have extra eyes in the room, extra support in the room, right? So Sharika, being who she is not meaning in her professional capacity,
Mhm.
and both of them being who they are, as you know, who they are as humans, are not going to let you look bad, right? They're gonna be like, I see this thing, let me go ahead and jump on that. You know what I mean? So not that y'all have to go to work, Sharika and April, but that's the beauty of having a friend in the room, you
Yeah.
know?
And that's what I was saying last year. I told you, you know, once we debriefed, I was fortunate that the same thing was true with my team. They, you know, nobody was like, oh, this is my job, that's your job. It was like, this needs to be done, let's get it done. If anything, I fussed at my husband because I was like, did you see the show? He was like, yeah. And I was like, well, why didn't you take pictures? Like, watching the show, take pictures.
Right. And it's like, you watched the show, why wasn't you working? And if you watched the show, you should have been working, taking pictures.
He said he sent some. I'm like, okay. But
That's good.
I'm excited.
That's good.
But yeah.
All right. What
That's
else? You sounded like I cut you off, and I apologize. It sounded like you were gonna say something else was not wrong. And Sharika's in the chat saying she's gonna promise to behave.
yeah,
Of.
sort
Yeah,
of. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna work. I told you gotta know your people.
Oh, I know. I look, already was wheels are turning.
Yeah, y'all flew cross country to New York State and wanted to do dishes. So I don't know. I'm just saying.
What else is not wrong? That, I mean, that's it. That's the highlight of it, that I was glad that was done.
Good.
Oh, and the shirts are in. And people actually want shirts. So
Okay.
good.
This is good. Question. Are you going to update the design on the shirt now that you have a new logo and brand
Yeah.
visual?
Sharika's helping me with that.
Okay. All right.
Right, Sharika, I sent it to you because she's asking me. She was like, well, why do you have two father? My father has, and I'm like, because I didn't know what I was doing. So
Yeah, and Sharika, she's
Mhm.
so just so you know, I don't know if Keisha's explained this, but the brand style guide is almost done. So once it's
Okay.
complete, she'll get the different variations of the logo. Have you shared the logo with anyone?
Mm-mm.
no, just
She
Sharika.
hasn't. Yeah.
Oh, okay, with Sharika. Okay, so once the full brand style, but if you're sure about the logo, Keisha, we can still send you. Oh wait, I already sent you the logo in
Yeah,
different
I was about to
variants.
say I have it.
Oh,
Yeah.
you have it. Okay, I'm sorry. Yeah. All right. So the style guide is coming, but yeah, that's what I was worried about. I was like, I wasn't thinking that we already sent you the logos, but we did.
Yeah, no, I have it. You sent the folder and I just picked the one.
Okay, perfect. All right. Usually it's delivered all at once, so that's what I was thinking in like the way I normally do stuff, that you wouldn't have that if you didn't have the full style guide, you know?
Yeah, nope, I got it.
Okay, perfect. So you're all set,
Mm-hmm.
and you got help.
Yeah.
Awesome. April, you want to jump in? Or are you good?
Well, I don't have too much that is right, except for I did do one test color for the lip gloss, the purple,
Okay, that's
and it
awesome.
came out. The color is very nice. I like the coloring. So that's the good part, and I'll leave it
Yes.
at that.
Okay.
I haven't been able to make any tubes, but I was able to make one batch.
Okay. So what's not wrong is that your product development process is in the works
Yes.
and you have a color you love.
Yes.
That's definitely not wrong. I like it. Let's celebrate that. All the things, even the little tiny ones. My what's not wrong today is I got to spend time with my little grand king, and he is learning words and he's signing, which we've been practicing his sign language. And so he's actually doing it without, me just saying the words, and he signs. So that's awesome. What's not wrong is only because it's kind of funny. I think he hates chicken, which is fine. His father hated chicken, but the last 2 weeks, he's been feeding his chicken to the dog, and he just throws it at the dog, not to the dog, but at the dog. And then he says, "Uh-oh." And I'm like, so he hates chicken. Like it doesn't matter what the chicken looks like. He just knows it's chicken. And my son James was like that too. Like he knew he could scope chicken, right? So that's interesting. He'd rather eat apples and strawberries and blueberries and oatmeal, which is good. So that's not wrong. He's a vegan. Yep. That's where we are. Okay. So hot seats. Who's jumping in first?
Did Nicole? Oh, Nicole said she went first. Okay.
All right, let's go. And look she's like, what? I don't look.
No, because Nicole will dip out and be asleep in 5 minutes. So we gotta let her go first.
Nicole, they just called you narcoleptic.
Listen, but the thing is, I was thinking it and Keisha said it, but I wasn't gonna say it, Nicole, because I was like, oh, I don't know if that was a private message or a community message.
You see, she got the bonnet on. She ready.
Nicole said, I'm like, what? And I'm sitting up. Now, if I'm in the dark or I'm laying down, but I'm at the computers.
Yes, you're upright.
Fall asleep moment. But we'll go ahead. Let me see. Is my VPN on? This is asking for my location. Okay. All right. So I was kind of scared. I was really gonna just jump in and do the hot seat via Voxer, but I didn't know how to post it. So I got the feedback that you all gave. I'm glad that you all pushed me outside of my comfort zone to explain. Like, I love clarity. I love constructive criticism. So the questions that you all were asking gave me the opportunity to make things clearer. So thank you for that. So with that piece being said, as I build these new pieces and kind of venture off, the ask was to see who all needed support with those components in terms of those branding pieces for their business, because what I wanted to do is go ahead and kind of like do an offer just so you all can help me like work through and build the systems. Again, a part of that would include you guys giving me the constructive feedback to make it better, but again, releasing that responsibility to me so I can do the work for you to free you up to do other things within your business. So whether it's the components of creating a branded checklist or the companion book or the journal, whatever the case may be, for us to kind of walk through the pieces. And as I explained it, it starts with basically that first consult call where, you kind of just give me everything. Tell me all the deets about your business so I can hear your voice, hear your tone, know what it is, and kind of connect with you and your audience so I can bring that alive through the creativity with the graphics and the branding piece. And then kind of just build out the other systems from there. Yeah, that's pretty much it. It's August. I do go back to work. So I was looking to just, as I try this process out, I wanted to maybe work with 3 or 4 people within the month of August to kind of just work through it to see what it looks like so I can build those systems. Yeah, so I can see how it works. Because, you write the plan down, black and white, you say it's going to go like this, until you actually start working with the real life client to see, okay, well, maybe I need to tweak this. Maybe it doesn't require this much time, or maybe it needs more time. But I want to try it out with you all first. Definitely offer it at a low rate, nothing too much. And then even for you all to give me feedback on that as well too. So that's where I'm at with it.
Awesome. So the last piece you said, even for us to give you feedback on that as well, you're talking about the rate?
Yes, yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right. So it sounds like you're, so just to paraphrase, so I'm clear, we're asking if anybody needs a service. That's what it sounds like.
Yes.
Service. I know, I
Mhm.
remember, I believe on the last call, I think Tashanta said she needed something for her retreat, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, and
I wasn't
yeah,
on the
thank you.
last call, so I did. If she said that, okay,
Oh,
I
I
can
think
follow up
so.
with her. I can
Yes.
reach out to her.
She definitely said she needed, I can't remember what she said she needed, but she did say she needed something. And Keisha, what did you say?
I was typing it. Reese may be interested also, I think she said.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
So
I'll
maybe,
hit her up.
yeah,
And
so
Tom
I would,
also said something in the comments as well.
okay, I would send a, kind of like a quick summary of, not a summary, but just, yeah, a summary, like, hey, and make it clear, like, thank you for your feedback. I'm making an offer and I'm looking to work with 3 or 4 people in this month. So if you need this, this, and this, here's what it looks like. Box me or let me know ASAP. Like put a deadline on it so people can raise their hand and actually get to work. And you can get to work. But I know Tashanta actually, what I thought you were there. Oh, maybe it was a week before, guys. Remember Tashanta was like, I want to go first before Keisha.
I was gonna say, yeah, when she first presented it, that's why I was asking, was it different from what we talked about before?
No, it's the same.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Initially, okay, got you. From the
That
first
call.
go round. Okay.
Yeah,
That's right. That's right.
Yeah, it's the same because
Okay.
Keisha said she needed something. Reese
Yeah.
got and then Tashanta. So really, I think it's just now it's time to reach out to the 3 of them to
To
see
see
y'all
specifics of
talk
what they
through
need
what
support
the
with.
initial, that beta version of the investment would look like, and then book those calls.
Mhm.
Got you. Okay.
You know what I mean? And I think it's important, and I'm saying this for the recording and for anyone that's going to watch the replay too, is that we're all in the process of, developing our systems around our thing. You know what I mean? Some of us have built systems around stuff, but like if you're trying a new offer, you're literally starting from scratch in some ways. You know what I mean? So it's okay if it feels choppy. But that's why it's cool to do a beta version with people you already know or that understand your process or what you're going through, right? Because no one's going to judge you. Even if I wanted to have something done for me, which I can't, I just need to think. I never think about me, but I need to think about what I would want done. And I would, going back and forth in Voxer just to us to get the first time we meet. And if we get on the call and you're still like, okay, well, let me figure it out. You know what I mean? The questions I want to ask you, whatever it is, it's all part of you developing a system. So that's the whole point of a beta, right? And then also
Okay.
inviting people to it that are in close proximity to you that you trust, so they're not going to judge you. So it takes away all of that, like it's supposed to take away most of the fear of judgment, rejection, or whatever. Because it's like I said yes to whatever this looks like, knowing that I have an opportunity to get in on the ground floor, so that I can help you perfect your process and you can help me with an amazing product, but at a discounted rate. So everybody wins,
Yes.
everybody wins. Yeah. So reach out to them if you want. You can actually craft it now and send it.
Okay.
And then we'll see. Let's see if we can get those 3 people onboarded. I love it. So hot seat around any pieces. Are there any pieces that you're not sure about when it came to the feedback? Any challenges beyond the actual hitting send piece or having people to send to? Is there anything else that you want to workshop or work through?
I think it was just more of the clarification piece, just making it plain. Like one of the questions that I did ask in terms of the things that I do offer, like what do we feel like we need more support with? Is it something like along the lines of the journal? Is it something along the lines of the checklist? What is it that you all feel like you stand in need of? If I can be freed of this thing here or hand it off to somebody else, this will make my load easier. I can think clear, whatever the case may be. What is that thing? That's what I kind of also wanted to know, like, because I wanted to see if it aligned with what I was already offering, or if it's something I was thinking about offering, but wasn't sure if you guys want to do it. So that was another thing that I was thinking through. So even just thinking through one of the tasks we've been tasked with here in the mastermind, our freebie, the things that we kind of want to create. People are signing up for our email list or for our newsletter. Like, does everybody have that piece already ready to go to give to folks? What were you thinking? Yeah, that's kind of where I was at.
Does everybody already have that component done, or does anyone need that service to have your lead magnet or your freebie developed and designed?
I don't have one. I have an idea of one that I haven't brought into fruition. And I think because I just feel like it's so saturated, what I was looking at, it just seems like every time I go online, I see, affirmation calendar for youth, affirmation calendar for women, or like I even share one woman's affirmations every day. So it's just, I don't know. I just, it doesn't feel, even though it is genuine, it just doesn't feel genuine.
So you want to make it more personable so they can hear you and see you in it, like put your touch.
Like I have screenshots of, quotes and different things that I want to share and I want to add to, but for whatever reason, I don't. It's just, it doesn't, I don't know. I just can't, I have to feel something to do it, which is why sometimes I procrastinate, because I need to understand it and I need to feel it.
Gotcha. Probably if you see it more, like with the colors that you want and like a mock-up of it, you'll kind of feel like, okay, this is more me, or whatever the case may be. Even with images or with pictures or things like that, that may make you kind of feel a bit more comfortable with it, because probably, how we just process things like another thing on your checklist, and it's like, okay, I got it here. And even just me, I know, like in my notes, the things that I want to put down, or the images, like I'm even thinking how I create my AI pictures, and I'm writing down my prompting and things like that. You just have it all there. And it seems like it's oversaturated. It seems like it's too much, but sometimes you just got to go ahead and just do it, so you can have that visual of it to kind of feel like, okay, I can do this. And again, something that you may think is oversaturated, when you give it to that person who believes in your vision and your mission, they may receive it in a different manner. That's us, that overthinking part.
Yeah, I need to tap into what I want to share, I guess. And I'm saying the market of calendars, affirmations, and all of those things, it can be a lot, because especially like if people, like, how you offer me affirmations and you was just playing Coyote Ugly on the bar last night? I don't want to affirm nothing you got.
Well, that's your
they're human just like you. Right, we're all human. So that just makes
I get that.
Makes it more humanized, so they can relate to you too. That's all.
If
you don't have to be perfect. Everybody needs to be affirmed.
Right. Like, yeah, I agree. And I think, Keisha, if I can jump in, I think one of the reasons it feels saturated to you is because this is a space you want to be in. It's very similar. I used this example yesterday in one of my team meetings, and I was like, it's like buying a red car. You love the color, and then you get on the road, and your first day got the car, and you're like, everybody got the same damn car. You're like, what the heck? I should have got the blue one. Yeah. And if you got the blue one, you would see it. Even the blue sparkly midnight, it's like, that's all you're gonna see. So it's
kind of attracting what you want.
So it's a little, that's a tricky, outlook. But I agree with everything Nicole said. And I also think one of the things, and Nicole, this is I'm giving you words, because this is everything Keisha's saying. It's something, it's going to be an objection in your sales process.
Okay.
They're going to say exactly what Keisha said, like, oh, I don't even know. I'm not even sure. Oh, my idea basically is not fleshed out enough. It's not good enough. And I need more time. Right. So your response to that is, that's exactly why we meet one-on-one. That's why this product, my service includes a consultation for me to walk you through my framework And hopefully, with the goal of at the end, don't say hopefully, with the goal of at the end of our time together, for us to have a clear plan on what your freebie lead magnet journal workbook is going to look like, based on and how it's going to complement your brand specifically, who you are as a human specifically, and the impact you want to make. So that's part of the service, like that one-on-one, that initial consultation. That's the work that happens in the beginning. You know what I mean? So that's how you bust that objection of someone feeling like, because we feel that way about a lot of things, right? We don't take action on things because we feel like we don't know where to start, or we have all these excuses. But I don't say excuse in a negative way. I say excuse just because we have so much on our plate. Yeah. And we feel like, specifically, we've talked about that with us, that until it's a perfect plan, we don't want to take action, right? Mm-hmm. And sometimes we just need someone else to sit with us and pull it out of us and go to work on it. And that's what you're offering to do here. You get what I'm saying? So it has nothing. It doesn't make, hey, Sasha, welcome. It doesn't make the entrepreneur wrong. It doesn't make me or Keisha wrong. Lord have mercy. Can y'all please? What? I can't. Why? I told you, this is the mother. Why? She just jumped on my desk. What do you want? We're busy. Go away. And my office door is closed, so I don't know how she got in here. So does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. I can't believe I have a cat. It's been months, and it's been like 2 months, I guess. I've had a cat, and I'm still adjusting. So I want to give April, if she's available, and Sharik an opportunity to respond to Nicole's question. The question on the floor was, if there's one thing that you're challenged at developing and designing, what would that one thing be? And then she specifically asked the question, do you have your freebie, your lead magnet created? And the question is on the floor because she's trying to do market research around where should she start? What area, space, thing should she put out first?
So for me, it would be, yes, my lead magnet is created. Why I haven't used it is because although I've created it, then after it's done, I'm looking at it like, this doesn't feel good to me, or I probably need to do something else, or I just go back over it. So it's always the second doubt or the extra doubting it. So I think that's where mine is. So for someone like me, I would want someone that says, do you need a lead magnet audit? So I could show you what's good, what's not good, or, what can be enhanced, I guess that should be the right word, or, and what should be, I guess, just enhanced, So an audit for a lead magnet would be awesome. Or I have several that are half done, and how about I take it, you say something like, let me help you take it to the finish line.
That's
Got
great.
it. Thank you. That's important. Thank you for those two nuggets. I didn't even think of those pieces, because some people are not starting from scratch, and we can build on it. Thank you. Thank you.
Imposter syndrome like hit you right in the middle, or you see someone else's and you're like, oh, mine has way too much stuff. It's too busy, or it's not busy
Doesn't
enough.
have
Or,
enough.
yeah. So those are the things that are always like in the back of my mind when I'm looking at mine.
Okay.
That's good. Sasha, do you have any ideas? I know you're just coming on. Or any feedback for Nicole?
For me, it would be, because based on how my life is set up, a space for to take care of it right there, or I really like the idea of having like a framework where you could plug your individual thing in. So maybe if you had like a system
And
that could be applied to like different entrepreneurs that I could plug in, because like I have the idea, but I'm no expert at execution.
So follow-up question. I missed at the beginning of what you said, Sasha, but as a follow-up question, so what Nicole is offering, she's offering to do this with a couple different types of documents, but if we just stay with the lead magnet idea, she's offering to do like a initial consult to kind of pull all the ideas that you have for your lead magnet out of you, get a feel for like, you know, what do you want it to look like? Who's your audience? What's the mission, the purpose behind the lead magnet? And then she would develop the lead magnet for you. So she would take the action and then develop it and then design it and return it back to you. So that's the
Okay,
offer.
so the product is, well, that sounds amazing.
Yeah. So if, yeah, so she was saying like, is a lead magnet one of the things she should start with, because that's what most people, most of us, or a lot of entrepreneurs are struggling with, just like getting it out, getting it developed, designed, and out into the world.
Yes, because I don't want to learn another skill set at all. Like I just want to focus on the thing that I'm really good at, and then
Mhm.
hire people who are good at what they're good at, so that I have an excellent product, because I'm gonna be mediocre at all the other stuff, right?
Yeah.
And it makes it easier.
Let's go, Keisha. Yep. I like it. Keisha says she'd like an ebook as a lead magnet.
Okay.
I think it's great. I love it. And that we can, it could be anything. Remember, it has to be something of high value that people would normally pay for, that helps them take their next best step or walks them through your process, or a small little snippet of your first part of your framework or something like that, you know? Sharika has a question. She said, how would you learn your client's language or style?
Mommy. So that's the part that comes with the console. I created like a checklist. You guys have some homework. Once I'm on the call with you, questions that we will go through, and then I'll give you some homework that I would need back from you within a deadline time, so I can have those things to pretty much work through. And then I'll also kind of just walk you through the framework, and remember that piece is the piece that I'm building out to. So that's something I definitely would love to have your feedback with as I go through the process, because I'm coming from the end of like me as an educator, knowing how to kind of like educate people and educate your target audience on your content. So it's like in a sense, I'm doing a quick learn about your expertise area so I can sound like the expert as I create it for you, kind of blending those two things together, like we're becoming one. So during this process, it's kind of like a you and I thing going on here so that I can learn your tone and your voice. Does that answer your question, Sharika?
Yes, sounds great. All right, awesome.
I have one other follow-up question or piece of advice. We don't do our homework. You know we don't do our homework. How you going to get us to do our homework? You know we don't do our homework.
So we might need a longer time on the call then to kind of go through
Okay.
it. Yeah, because I
Love
need
it.
the homework
That's
to be able
it.
to create the product for you. But
I
she's
just want to be
right.
real about it. You're going to give me all this homework. I'm like, I ain't do it.
So that might mean, because I know you all, that'll be different. So for the real clients, that may look like me sending email reminders, text reminders, and alerts, and kind of asking for those things. But because we're on a mission to work through these systems, and just like you said, I'm a part of that we too. So for that, it may look like me modifying it, and our calls may just be a little bit longer for us. But like in real life, what I would have to do is build systems for the text alert and the email reminders. Hey, how is it going? Have you been working through our email? Don't forget I need it back. Have you been working through our homework? Don't forget I need it back. by this time and kind of check in. And it may mean just making a phone call, you know? But yeah, thanks for pointing that out, like real life. Okay,
Yeah. Okay.
got you.
The sad thing with that is you can't even say, you know, as they're paying consumers, they would be more inclined to do it. Because I think it took like Tamara a year and a half to understand that I just can't. She was just like, okay, let me help her along. But it didn't matter that I was, I mean, it mattered, of course, but it was just like, yeah, I don't have time. What can you do to help me through this? Because I can't.
Got you.
Yeah. And you're going to have clients like that. You know what I mean? And we all are going to have clients like that. We all probably have experienced clients like that. But this is when we're building systems around it. Well, this is why it's so important for Nicole to experience all these different types of clients just right in this space or humans, right? So she can build a system around each thing. So for me, if I have a client that I'm waiting for, I mean, I have one lady, I think I started talking to one of you guys about it. I was talking to one of your mastermind sisters about it this week, as a matter of fact, and I have she's a publishing client, and it took her a year to like start moving forward, right? So because of her, I had to actually add a clause in my contract that said, if it takes you this long, or if you go beyond these specific dates or parameters, that's going to significantly impact your project, right? So you can't come back to me, and it's said professionally in the contract, but you can't come back to me and just be like, oh, I'm ready now, and then you want me to go adhere to the original timeline because we've already moved the goalpost so many times. So now you have to get back on my calendar. We have to readjust, and it might come with a fee increase. Because if you want me to stop what other work I'm doing to work on your work, that could be a fee increase, or perhaps my fees have gone up since we last connected, or the contract. You get what I'm saying? So like those are the kind of things that will force you to put those type of, you know, systems, or enter those type of things into your system, you know. So that's just the optimization based on the type of people. And then and then the other thing I realize is that doing that doesn't mean that, okay, it's like I'm ready for all the difficult people in the world. It's like, no, but me taking control of how I run my business and realizing that there are people out there like this, I feel like I'll start to attract, you know, because I put boundaries in place, I'll attract the kind of people that are gonna be about it. Because in that original consultation and contract, now it's clear, we go over it together, so you understand that I'm not playing with you. You know what I mean? But then also the other piece of that optimization is, maybe I'm realizing that I need to build something so that they're not so challenged with this one piece of whatever my process is. You get what I'm saying? So Nicole, if you send homework, you could be like, you know, maybe if, you know, like I send it to 10 people, I got 10 people that booked, 10 people are stuck on the homework, so we can't move forward. That means there's a problem, there's a glitch in the system. So maybe the homework is too hard, maybe the questions are too difficult, maybe it's too long, or maybe, like you said, we need to do it together as part of the initial intake process, right? Because that, you know, they just aren't going to do it. So you remove that hurdle, but maybe you got to increase the price of the initial of the package $50 to accommodate that extra 30 minutes of spending time with them. You know what I mean? So that's how but again, do, observe, celebrate, right? So until we start to do, we don't know. And then we have something to observe, then we can celebrate that we did it, and then we can optimize.
Okay.
Awesome. So Nicole, how you feeling? You need anything else?
I think this is good now. One of my other concerns, like I shared with you, like a lot of this stuff I used to just do for free for people. So I think also me kind of just making that shift in that tone, like I think that's a place that I'm stuck at too, right? For people who I've already done these things for in the past. Like, how do I switch that tone to be like, hey, now it's a price on it, I don't do it for free. Like, how do I say that or communicate that to them? For the new people who are like, they're new to it, it's easier to relay that message to them. and these are people like my old mentors, my old teachers, or, you know, people who know that I've been doing technology for forever. Like, how do I communicate those things to them?
So you're saying someone that you did this for free sends you an email and says, "Hey girl, can you? What did the
Yeah.
work?" And back. It sounds like absolutely I can. I'm so excited that you're reaching out to me for this because I've actually been working on a product. And this product looks like, and I'm doing it now for an introductory rate of open loop. Send.
Got you.
Or like, you know, they've proven your product already. So you could just let them know. You don't have to wait for them to ask and ask them if they know of anybody who's interested. They could refer to your business.
Yeah, that's a whole nother thing. Yeah, that's a whole separate marketing strategy, is reaching out to the people that you've done. Because remember, we talked about getting testimonials or using the other documents or the other things that you've created in the past for free. It doesn't matter if they were for free or not for free. The other, hold on, just get out. Yeah.
Thanks, Sasha, for
That's
that
what I
tip.
thought.
I like that. Already, so it's kind of in a way when they're recommending people, they already know that it's gonna be coming with a price. So, and again, like they tried it, they're already coming back to ask me to do it again, so they know the value in it. Okay, got it. Tamara, I'm sorry, you were saying something.
1 second.
Okay.
Yeah, so I apologize. I was just going back to say, I was just sharing with them what we talked about was about, asking, so here's another strategy, just kind of connecting with what Sasha, reaching out to them first and making the ask. Like in the past, I helped you create ... I'm adding this onto my list of services for my business. So I would like your permission to use whatever it is that you made for them as an example. And if you be so kind, I'd love for you to give me a testimonial or some words about, what about the experience of working with me, because then we can use it for the website and all that. In addition, then you can say if you know someone else that could use this service, and if you get a friend, right, or someone like an old mentor that's going to be referring all their other people or clients to you, then you can do the mentors. You make a judgment call. You can do the mentors whatever for free if that's what you want, if she referred 5 people to you, you know what I mean? So you don't want to be so rigid, but you still want to make sure you're protecting your boundaries at the same time. So I think everything we've all said could work. And I think it's going to be subjective with those people that you liked enough to do something free with them. You know what I mean? So I don't, so I think you just allow yourself to be flexible, but you don't want to compromise your integrity, or yourself either.
Gotcha. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, because we do need some data to use, and it is helpful. We don't want to use other people's stuff without asking them for it unless it's built in your contract, right? Which is a whole nother thing we need to consider. We need to add that into the process as well.
Yep, I didn't think about that.
Or just an agreement, it doesn't have to be contracty with all the, it could have some legalese in regards to whatever, but really you're working it, and also something like that protects you and them because you're using their intellectual property to produce something for them, So
Yeah.
they would want the reassurance that you're not gonna take their likeness or their images and use them without permission. But then you also want to be able to say, but I will put it on my website, and I would like to say I did this,
Designed. Yes.
Some people might not want that, but you're not positioning this as a ghostwriting experience in a way. It's just more like designed by, Golden Designs. So, awesome. Yes. Very helpful.
Yeah.
So, okay, cool. Oh, one last piece to this Golden Designs puzzle is Keisha, Sasha, Sharika, April. What would you pay for this? If this was a full product, a full price experience, what are you thinking? What are we looking at in regards to investment? At a full price, not the beta.
So this is lead magnets, or it's just like anything that you're doing? What are we talking? Like price for lead magnets?
You mean, well, that's a Nicole question. Go ahead.
Yeah, Nicole, what are we pricing out the lead? Just doing the lead magnet? Excuse my crazy children.
So it depends on what piece you want. Your lead magnet might be the video, it might be the ebook.
It
So
cannot be the same
it
price
it'll
though.
say it for me one more time.
They can't all be the same price in my head. Like if you're doing a video and you're doing the editing and all that, or are you just
Yeah,
taking?
that's what I'm saying. So it would depend on what you want that lead magnet product to be.
So she's
Yeah.
asking, okay, so Sharika's asking, what are you looking for the price for? Which thing right now?
Yeah.
Like a PDF lead magnet?
Sharika.
No, Nicole, I'm
What are
asking
you?
you.
No, I'm asking. Yeah, what are you trying to do first? What's your beta? You can't beta them all.
That's why I want to know what most people want. So it sounded like an ebook. So the ebook would definitely be the PDF. That's all I heard people really.
So a lead magnet. So a lead magnet. If it's a PDF
I'm
version
gonna
of
tell
this,
you what I've paid other people. I'm not gonna tell you what I would want to pay because I'm cheap. But in the financial newsletter world that I assist with, the starting rate for a lead magnet is 4,500 to 6,000. That's
oh,
what they're
wow.
going for. But that's a financial newsletter lead magnet. So I don't know. I don't know if
yeah,
that's
and
like
that's a
high.
different, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if that's
So
high.
I'm still doing the market research. Like I told y'all, like I was literally
Yeah.
just doing this thing for free. And like one thing Tamara and I talked about was the time, right? When you think about the amount of time that you're putting into this, and what it looks like, that's the big piece. So like I was
I
saying,
mean,
like
I
for the
can give
video,
you some of the, I can poke around and see what we paid some of the other copywriters that have done lead magnets, so you could kind of get an
okay.
idea. But again, that's for financial newsletters. So I don't know if there's a difference between, eBiz or, or finance, but that's kind of what they're going for right now. That's what they're paying.
Gotcha.
And I can
Nicole,
ask
so
for my copywriters what they're doing as well. But they're not doing everything that you're doing, so I feel like you're on par because you're writing it and setting up the automation, right?
Yes.
Yeah. They're just writing it and they're getting that
Oh,
amount.
you set up the automation. I didn't even know that.
Right.
Yeah, that's time consuming. But I'm starting out, so I would like to see how much time that would take to do it.
and what does that mean, the automation?
How to send it to your list. Like she would set it up for you,
Okay,
send it to your list.
gotcha. And it's primarily AI generated, right?
I'm gonna use it for support, yeah.
So how would we know that our intellectual property is, safeguarded from the public?
Cause you mean like when I use AI for the support,
Mm-hmm.
I pay for my
Yeah,
account and
yeah,
then
you
you
can
just
use the
select the
private key.
option where you don't share it. So it's
Right.
just like,
Okay.
like on my computer or whatever versus,
The regular 3 point.
yeah,
Okay.
So
yeah,
she's going to make a private GPT for all her clients. So each of
yeah.
her clients will have their own GPT.
Okay. That's what I was wondering if it would need that. Okay.
So I wouldn't even know what to tell you in terms of payment because I've never used that service before. So honestly, I wouldn't even know what to suggest for you.
Thank you for your honesty. I appreciate it.
So what do we have so far? So those of you that said Keisha, not Keisha, Sharika, you said I can't tell you that, but I can tell you what I would pay because I'm cheap. What would you pay for this service? And I wasn't, and I'm learning from y'all this whole thing because I had no idea that, Nicole, that you were doing the actual tech setup. I was just thinking development and design.
I can, but I mean that is a heavier layer.
Yeah, so
I guess for
upsell.
beta, maybe I want to take it slow and build out that piece and then add it.
Yeah, or you could do it for the beta for your mastermind sisters and just so you know how much work it is. And then you can then be closer to knowing what the pricing would be. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, it's
Yeah.
all optimization, testing. That's all we're doing is testing. But Sharika, you laughed. What's the answer? Give me an answer without the tech, even though now take out your brain that you are tech, but and then with the tech.
Okay, if she was just doing my lead magnet by itself, 15. That's a good price for a lead magnet. And that's also me. I checked out. Of course, I jumped on Brittany.
And started again.
I jumped on Brittany and Mallory's page to see what they were charging, and that's on par. So 15 would be for just the ebook. If you were adding in the tech, you better add on another 2G.
Gotcha.
Because when you start the text, so not only going back and forth with the ebook and making sure you're in the right voice, and making sure the content is right. Now you got the tech where you got to jump into their system. You're going to have to clean up all their crap, deal with their, yeah. So you need to get paid for your time. You can start with mine now. I mean, I don't feel like cleaning up my own stuff.
Gotcha. Okay.
Nobody wants to clean up their own stuff. None of us do.
That's all of us.
Sharika, where did you find their lead magnets? Can you send me the links? Or lead magnet offer?
So I was looking at Brittany's makeover my website because she also does that too. If you don't want to do the website, she'll do your ebook. So I'll send you that link. And then I had something from I'll send you the email I had from
Mallory.
Woman is bleeding really bad.
Oh no.
yeah, for honey iced tea. Okay, I gotta go. Sorry,
Gotta go.
I'll send it to you.
Okay, okay. Oh my gosh, little babies.
That's me as
All
a
right.
teacher. Not bother me unless it includes blood.
And that was it right there. Bleeding really bad. Oh my God. Oh, poor baby. Okay. So as we come closer to the end of the call, Sasha, I need to ask April, Sasha, and Keisha, do you need the support of the group? Do you need to talk through anything specifically?
I don't.
No,
April said no. Okay. Thank you for being here to support. And I heard
Thank-
somebody else's voice. I don't know who it was.
that was a no from me too.
Oh, Sasha. Sasha, I'm so happy you're here, girl.
Me too.
I don't think I have anything right now that's pressing. I'm just what I've already told you, looking to figure out how to best position My Husband Fights Like a Girl, because I really need that to be my next so I can start transitioning out of my full-time job. I mean, they did call me about, because I told you they had the pitch on the 29th and I didn't pitch, but she called me yesterday and I was like,
and
I
they
can't.
still want you.
Yeah, I was like, I can't do it. I said maybe spring. So she said she'll call me back. And then Nigel came and was talking about he needed a new job. And I said, Nigel, see, I said, we could do this together. I said, if we took on more than one school, 3 hours a day, we could split, $50 a week. I mean, $50, but it's just wondering. I don't know. And I don't know if he ended up with the children I had last year, some of them have graduated, but like I told you, I had 3 children that were autistic and I did not know how. I wasn't prepared. I don't know that my 22-year-old would be either. And,
Yeah.
you can't control who signs up for it. So that would be
Well,
a factor.
so do you think that this is, you're saying, I want out of this because you felt ill prepared? Because if that's the only reason, there's ways you can prepare yourself. You know what I
Oh
mean?
no, I want out of my full-time job.
No,
I
I know,
want-
but I'm saying, you're saying you didn't pitch because you were like, it was a lot, or you didn't feel prepared. So it
well,
sounds
I
like
didn't feel prepared. No. But I just think I have, a lot, like this year I'm PTA president. I have Sal, I have the new job.
a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of moving things in my life, and I'm trying to get.
I was saying without a team, without support.
Yes. Yeah. So, and that's what I need to do. So I'm, I did the bylaws for Fight Like a Girl, working on, getting the board together. And that's that. In a
Okay.
minute, y'all about to be the board.
Do you need any support around setting up this nonprofit?
Yeah, but I don't know what support I need. Like I have the checklist, I understand, what to do. I guess I don't know what to do first, if that makes sense. So it was like I was going to trademark it, then it was like, well, I need to wait until I do the board so I could know which parts I need to trademark.
Okay, so here's what I want you to do. I need you to shoot me a Vox so I can have Jimmy send you a calendar invite, and then y'all can talk through it.
Okay.
And then he can tell you that. He's actually doing that I'm doing it with 2 other masterminders this week. So you have access to that as well. That way, because I'm not an expert in that.
Mhm.
And I don't want to steer you wrong. So, and that's one of the major things he does. And he does consulting specifically for nonprofits. And he's in the process of starting up his second for his own wrestling foundation nonprofit. So he's in that space. So he speaks that language. So it's
Okay.
just an easier lift to have him talk you through it than me fumble through it,
Okay.
and I don't want to steer you wrong. So just box me, and then I will call him. I think he's on a call. There's a call with one of y'all tonight. And then Vox me, and then I will send him your email, and then y'all can get a time soon to just bounce around the ideas. You know what I mean? And then you can hopefully give you a clearer direction. Will that be
Okay.
helpful?
All right. Sounds good.
Okay, cool. That's what I can give for that piece. And then in regards to the school thing, I think it's okay to say not right now. You know what I mean? But I do not want you to let go of this, because that's one of the biggest parts of more in the model, is that community education piece. So it's like, if you tried this, you did the thing, you did the do, right? And you're
Right.
like, these are my challenges. I'm observing, maybe let's start thinking through what other ways we can still make good on that community education piece passion that you have, right? And meaning like providing services to kids in a different way. Maybe it doesn't have to be pushing into schools. It has to be something else. You know what I mean? So again, that goes back to that North Star, like what's the big mission, and being flexible to get there. It's like, we're still going to deliver. Like if the goal is like to touch 100, to impact 100 kids in the next 5 years, it doesn't have to be just that one way of doing that. It could
Right.
be more than a model day. It could be expanding on the fashion event and bringing more kids in there in that way, meaning getting more kids, the Boys and Girls Club and all the things you were trying to do before, to sponsor tickets so more kids are impacted, come to model calls, do a workshop series, then it all leads up to this big showcase event. That's a community event. You know what I mean? So you're still
Right.
impacting kids in a different way, so it's just keep it the loop open on that.
Okay. Yeah.
All
That
right.
makes sense. Yeah. It was just, yeah, I wasn't prepared. And any of the lessons that I have written out, I wasn't able to use. So,
I understand, but that you're still going to be able to use them. So we didn't do anything in vain. Everything you did it's gonna happen. And don't forget that there's gonna be moments once we get out there and we're clear and people understand who you are and what you do. Those workshops, you can get requests for them, right? So Girl Scouts can be like, I need the girls to get a badge. So they need to go through more than the model 6 workshops with you at our location or whatever location in order to get their more than the
right.
model. badge, you know, or their leadership badge or their community service badge, whatever it is, you know what I mean? So that's when you pull those workshops out of your hat. But we first have to be really clear with that, you know, update the website and make sure it's clear, like this is what we offer, and then start putting the offer out into your content mix, because requests like that, you can fit into your life. You can fit into your schedule.
Right.
Different.
Yeah, I
Then you can
just
be
need
like,
to,
hey, Najo, in October, they want us to teach 4 workshops. Here, they're going to pay us, you know, $3,000. We each make, you know, $250 a workshop. Let's plan it. Let's get it. You know what I mean? Then you can
right.
schedule it according to your around your life, as opposed to feeling like it's just a, you know, one-off random, or even the school thing, because that's more of a different type of commitment. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it just, I mean, it gets, you know, scary because I have the job and so many other things, but yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, well, I'll figure that out.
Okay.
And then the, you know, the coaching thing. So I meet with them tomorrow. But yeah, that's that.
Okay. Okay. All right. Yes. Like, keep me updated on that, please.
Okay.
All right. All right, friends. Everybody feeling good? Feeling good. All right. So, all right. Well, you guys have an amazing evening. I'm working away like a busy bee, and I'll be sharing some new stuff with you guys soon about direction we're going in as we move into fall and into the holidays. It's time for us to start thinking about our holidays. We're actually a little bit behind on our holiday planning, what we normally do. Usually we're talking through that in July, and we're already in August. So, but we got this. So I will be again sharing some updates soon. Sasha, what you got?
So, just wanted to say all the notes that I took in my calendar for what I have to do month to month, like I still kind of sort of remember, but I lost my book. So I might be touching base.
Oh no.
I might be touching base about the structure of what I said I was gonna do. Like I remembered soap first, you know, shower
Yes,
like,
yes. Okay,
and I
that's
know that's
fine.
on the video as well. But
Yeah, but
yeah, I
I
might
can
touch
help you
base
pull it
about that.
together. Yeah,
Okay,
that's time
perfect. Thank
consuming. I
you.
can absolutely help you pull it together. Yeah, so let me know, shoot me a Vox and we can talk through it, and then I can search, which is why I love this new AI like note taker, because I can search for things. All of them I was able to search, but this one is like top notch. So I can search for certain keywords and then pull the conversations.
Thank you.
All right. And I also take notes too. So, you know, in my own way. So I'm a lot of it I probably remember. Or most of the advice I give is what I would do. So I could repeat it.
Thank you.
All right. Talk to y'all soon. Everyone have an amazing evening.
Bye.
Thank you
April,
all.
April, you good?
I'm still waiting for AAA.
Okay. All right. Are you alone? I should have asked that.
Well, my sister was and my mom was here, but they were leaving to go get Janaya. Thankfully, I was on my way taking her to a friend's house.
Uh-huh.
So
Okay.
my sister's about to leave to go pick her up.
Okay, good. All right. So you got support.
Let us know once you get in safely, please.
Okay.
Yeah, please. All right. Thank you. All right. Thanks,
Good
guys.
night.
Have a good one.